welcome to the Paper Snob. Today I am working on 2 hops. The first hop is Christmas in April. This is a monthly hop where on the 25th of each month we create a Christmas layout. The second hop is Mixed Media Mayhem. It falls every Friday. I don't always get a chance to participate, but this week I am going to participate. And our recipe for the week is wood veneer, monochromatic, and paste / glaze. So I pulled out my 49 in Market Christmas Spectacular. It's the 2023 collection. Some wood veneer from maybe My Mind's Eye, I'm not sure. Some lunar paste in gold, a stencil. I pulled out the border punch, I'm not sure I'm going to use it. Then I've got a whole bunch of scraps in red and black. I'm going to go with metallic and black are allowed on the layouts. So, and then I actually have 4 pictures here, but I'm only going to be using 3. My husband's unit, you can kind of see it's a 702nd Military Police Battalion CID over at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, would have a Christmas party each Christmas time, and my kids were a little big, but they still sat on his lap, and you can see Seth is having a good conversation with Santa, who is actually Master Sergeant Bell, now retired, and then this is the present that he received from Santa Claus. So I've got some chipboard, I've got some labels in black and red, I've got some branding strips, and just some various other bits, pieces, scraps, and things in gold, red, and black to go ahead and play with. So I'm going to pause and get this mixed media going so that it has time to dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm ready to get started with this mixed media. This doesn't take very long. I'm just going to spread a little bit of this texture paste over this black blobby bit in the middle of this background paper. I love the gold on the black. It really shines well. I'm going to put a blob here, get all of the texture paste off my spatula. I'm going to pick up my stencil, and I'm going to put another small little blob down here. And then after I get all of it where I want it, I'm going to turn my stencil over, and I'm going to spread it down on the other side and just do a reverse image. This looks really nice if you can do it across an entire page. I have done this before, and I love this type of stuff. It's very subtle on camera, but you can see it in person. Unfortunately, I cover most of it up with all the other pretty goodness that I put on this page. I have scuffed up all of the papers that I'm going to use off camera. That way it saves me some time on this video and saves you some time as well. I'm going to go ahead and use this particular frame, both the outer and the inner, because my photo is 3x4, and that frame is probably more like a 3.5 by 3.5, and that just means that my photo is a little bit short on the top and bottom. I'm going to take this other black frame, and it, of course, works perfectly with this photo, and I'm just going to put that photo down here. This particular Santa Claus was really funny, and Seth had a good time talking to him. I'm glad that I captured them talking and laughing. It was kind of cute. And then, of course, the third photo is the box of Legos that he got from Santa. I'm going to take this branding strip, and I'm going to tuck it down behind that middle photo. And it's going to anchor my title, which is Believe. I am going to scoot that branding strip down just a little bit more. That way I have more room for the Believe, and you can still see it. Adding the word Santa. I added the words ho 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 to the left of the top photo. Stuck that bow that just kind of has 2 bows in it. Just, I don't know what you would call that, but it's 2 bows on each end, and it's just kind of got a lot of ribbon trim in between. Of course, it's a laser die cut, not real ribbon. I'm going to put 2 Santa Clauses on here. One is a laser die cut, one is a piece of chipboard. I am going to get the stars on here where I think I like them. I've got a couple of ornaments. They're red and gold. I've got some more black pieces to go on here. In the light, I realized that my black label is actually green, so I'm only going to use the red one. I know there's a little bit of color like in the Santas and stuff on here, but I'm trying to stick with mostly red so that this is a true monochromatic layout. I get close. Then of course I add the wood veneer. I guess I could have painted it, but who wants red reindeer? I'm going to put 3 reindeer, one with each Santa Claus, and then the third one's going to be anchored up there on the middle photo on the top, and that is all of it. All right, I got this layout all finished. I'm all glued down. I trimmed off edges of things that I left hanging over. I popped this up with some foam adhesive and then just glued everything on these two. Added my journaling. Everything else is glued down. Really pleased with the way that this turned out. Used quite a bit of the embellishments that I still have a million of left over from this collection. So that makes me happy as well. I want to thank you for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe. If you are new here, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Just click that button down below. I put out 3 to 4 videos per week, so there's always new content here for you. Also, make sure you check out that description box for both of the playlists for each hop that I am participating in this week, both Christmas in April and Mixed Media Mayhem. I got all of the elements on here: monochromatic, wood veneer, and paste. So I got everything done. I want to thank you again for being here, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy weekend. Bye.